Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Thanks.
All right, guys, see you later. Wow, the big 6'8".
Hey, better than reversed.
Hey, let's hope you make it to that.
Yeah, if I can.
I don't think I'd want to be that old.
We'll see.
And by that time, all y'all would be gone. Maybe. I don't know, unless y'all mom's off on the side again, don't want to be on camera.
Yeah, if I take after the Hallmark side of the family, they live to be 100.
Well, Granny's 94,
Yeah, I know.
so she's still kicking. How is she doing? People always ask.
She's been treated for a UTI, but she's doing better. I saw her on camera yesterday, and she was doing good.
When y'all get older, am I going to have access to cameras in y'all's house?
No. But I'll probably go down and visit her in a little while.
Oh yeah. But I'm wearing the same clothes as yesterday. I'm sure somebody might call me out on it.
I mean, you kind of smell like you're wearing the same stuff.
No, I just put some oil on, some like sun
From
and
yesterday?
oil stuff. No, I put on this morning because I knew we were going to be outside all day. But we're not going to work in the house. We're going to take it easy today. When I say easy, we're still going to do some stuff, but this is something that piques both of our interest. We are getting ready to stock the pond, not on this video, but
I ordered some fish
yeah.
from a local fishery up the road outside of Robstown, Herman's Fishery. And anyway, they said it'd probably be this next week before they get the fish in.
What'd you order?
I ordered some minnows for feeder fish, some shiner for feeder fish, bluegill, small ones, some large ones, some sunfish, the red-eared sunfish, catfish, blue cats and channel cats.
Yeah. I want them big blues out there.
And then I got some bass.
Well, what kind?
They're from Florida. They're bigmouth bass out of Florida.
Big mouth. I never heard somebody call it.
Largemouth.
Yeah, there you go. They don't have just big mouth, they got largemouth. That's my largemouth I'm excited about, and the blue cats.
And then I got some
Channel cat, didn't you?
yeah, channel cat and blue cats. I also got some bullfrogs. The
We
tadpoles.
may regret that later.
Well, I don't know. They'll probably all get eaten anyway. But
If not by the fish, by us later on.
yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to have some bullfrogs. We have these spring frogs around here. They get about that big, but I'd like those big old bullfrogs that have legs that are that big around.
You also got a black tilapia or
Crappie.
black
Yeah,
crappie.
I got some larger crappie that way. Some of the bluegill are larger because they're already, timed to.
4 to 6 inches, right?
Yeah, those are already going to be spawning probably here when we release them.
And you've been fishing a lot here recently in the pond.
Yeah, I catch a bunch of.
Every time I go out there, he's just on the paddle boat, just catching whatever those. What are they? Yellow-bellied cats? Or
They're a flathead cat, but some of them are dark color and some of them are real light and yellow. So I don't know if there's two different types of flatheads, but I just like catching them and release. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he really enjoys that. I told him, I said, I'm going to do a lot more fishing when there's more options out there.
I caught probably a couple of dozen of them yesterday and the day before. It's just fun catching them.
Yeah, it'd be real fun catching these.
Yeah, once they get up bigger.
The blue cats are going to be, what, 6 to 8 inches already?
Yeah,
And then what about the channel cat?
same thing, 6 to 8 inches, and that way they grow pretty fast. I know I had put some in there years ago before the pond had dried up, and they grew quick,
That's good.
so.
I would say it's free food. Obviously, it's an upfront cost, but we'll have food out there that you can just go in your backyard and do a catch, clean, and cook.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Go to my worm bed and get a handful of worms and fish with that.
Yeah,
Do some
be a lot of fun.
pan-fried bluegill.
Yeah, pan-fried that and big chunks of catfish nuggets. And,
Did you get a couple extra for the little pond in my yard?
yeah, you can throw some in there.
I have whatever's out in the pond over here. I have that in my pond. I just don't know if they all made it or not. I know,
It's got a lot of minnows in there of some sort.
yeah, we did a video on the main channel, I believe, when we were rescuing them out of that little hole over there.
Yeah.
And we're still pumping out of the pond. My whole backyard is underwater right now. I've flooded it overnight, and then I'm flooding on the right side of my house.
And
So
over here,
in the
you know,
chicken pen,
yeah, flooding in that area real good.
yeah. And,
We're trying to get the water level down so we can go ahead and run that fence. And then once it's stretched and tied up, then I'm gonna come back in and backfill the berms on the west side and the south side.
and then whatever water's left on the other little
We'll
hole,
pump it back
we'll pump it
in.
back into the pond, and then whatever's fish is left in there, we'll just scoop it out and throw them in.
Yeah, because I caught some in that little hole.
And how big were they?
They were about
The catfish?
10 to 12 inches. They were like that, you know. And I catch them and throw them on our side, and you know they're fat too, they're full of something.
Would you eat one
Sure.
of those?
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about that, but those other ones for sure. I can't wait to go out there and go on the kayak and catch a bass.
Yeah, that'd be good. And we're gonna plant some more. What are those things? Willows.
Willow cuttings we got from Granny's. They're over here on the.
Got a bunch of cuttings.
pile of
We're
'em.
gonna go ahead and put those out there, and I have a bunch of old plastic barrels that are starting to crack. You know, they're not good for anything, so we're gonna take them out there and sink them to the bottom of the pond. That way they'll have places to hide.
We have other structure too. We have the two piles of
Cena.
cement that's out there, and then you have a brush pile in the middle. Then we have the island that can kind of go around. There's already some willows that I planted in, or we planted in a while back that the goats didn't get to, and then we had that flood that came through, and we have about a half dozen that are
They're already sprouting out.
starting to shoot out.
So
Just little cuttings. These will take a while to root out, but if we stick them down far enough where the goats can't get to them, and once we get this well finished up, all that mess with that, we can keep the pond completely full and should have a whole wall of willows out there, give a lot of structure for the bass and
Right.
everything else.
and give them shade, things like that.
Windbreak, and
Right.
also just block just all around and just be a nice private little pond. And
Right. It'll shrink it down a little bit, but
I'm all right with that.
It'll be all
I got to move forward because it always, I
All
think when I move
natural.
back, the lighting in the back kind of messes it up. But that's other than that, we're gonna do some barbecuing today. I think Matt has some ribs out and
yeah.
maybe some sausage and corn and chicken. Who knows? But we're gonna do
I
that
did have some corn in there, I think, too.
that cold beer ranch seasoning on it.
Yeah.
We both just tried the seasoning right now, and it's pretty good. I'm looking forward to that food, and the jerky was really good.
Yeah.
It was
A sweet one.
a sweet habanero or something like that, and then
And then the regular.
They were both good. We were snacking on it. I said, Dad, we gotta save some so I don't have to show it on video, but Cold Beer and Miss Cold Beer sent it to us, and I want to show it on video and give them a little bit of support on it, and looking forward to that. And doing a
Yeah.
little bit of pool action as well. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll get Mom in the pool.
She don't know.
You got a pool and you don't even want to use it?
She said it's too cold yet.
I was out there yesterday.
You stayed out quite a while out there.
I stayed out there about 2 hours yesterday. Didn't really do anything too much work yesterday. Just stuff around the yard, trying to get our bodies back. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean,
Not hurting too much?
nah.
I didn't want to work today on the ceiling or anything because he's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow where he's got to be there for 4 hours, and the last thing we want is him sitting there in pain. So
Yeah, got to start those treatments, or actually retrieving the white blood
I'll
cells.
say, can you get just a quick brief?
Yeah,
in
it's
case I
called
miss it?
it's called Provenge treatment. It's Provenge. It's where they go in and it's kind of like a dialysis machine where they circulate your blood and they start extracting out white blood cells and ship them off, and they inject the prostate cancer Provenge, and then once it gets into the white blood cells, and it kind of like makes them memory, you know, to start looking around in my body for prostate cells, the cancer cells. And so I'll be doing that for about 4 treatments, and each time it's like 4 hours to extracted and about 2 hours to put it back in.
So it'll be
So-
Fridays and Mondays are going to be trips to Corpus this whole,
Right.
not this whole month, but every
You know,
other.
It'll be the last day is going to be June.
Well, it's throughout the
June
month. It's
2nd.
just
Yeah.
every other week. I think we got to go up there. So between that and everything else, it's gonna be a busy month, and hopefully that all goes smooth.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
So, anyways, I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. We got a lot of little things to do today, and then we'll go and hang out by the pool and barbecue, and I'll probably film that all that good stuff on the main channel, and just a little bit something different than the build, trying to break it up a little bit. So anyways, that's all we got. Make sure y'all go down in the comments and wish the old man happy birthday. I want to get 100 comments on this video. We'll see if we. I know I got faith in them that we'll get 100 comments on here. Almost every one of them probably gonna say happy birthday.
Yeah.
So.
So I probably won't answer every one. So I'll probably just put out thank you everybody. If you do,
And if you don't, it's okay.
yes, because I know y'all have already
Yeah.
given me a bunch of well wishes. So
But, yeah. Anyways, it's gonna be a busy day for us. So appreciate y'all for watching, and we will catch y'all on the next one. See ya.
peace.
Bye, guys.